Alright, how's it going, guys? In my last video, I said I would be giving you a tour of this ship right here, and I will be doing just that. So as we begin our tour, here's a quick flyby. We made use of small thrusters this time. It is a hydrogen thrustered ship, so it can function in all environments, which is pretty cool. This is on the alien planet, if you didn't catch the last video, so it's not on Earth. So it does have an atmosphere though, like Earth, so it's important to have hydrogen thrusters here. But yeah, it's I labeled this on my blueprints. I labeled it the space airplane, and you'll see why in a minute, but you can kind of see here, it's just got a bunch of seating. It's not the fastest thing in the world, and I tried to make this ship using math. And what I mean by that is I tried to calculate the thrust for each thruster and the weight of the ship, just so I didn't go over or under. And I think I got it exactly right, because it's not very fast, and it just barely lifts it in the air. So the math was right. I should have gone excess, I guess, to make it go faster, but the math was right. And if you saw my last video, I want to make a quick tips series. At the time of recording this, I don't know if I have done that or not. I may have already started, so, you know, we'll see. I'll probably leave a note for myself when I'm editing if I have already started, but yeah. I'm going to show you guys the inside of the ship now. Or actually, one thing I want to make note of, I have started to make use of these blocks right here to make a more rounded cockpit. That's the first time I've used those blocks, and I just wanted to make note of that if anything looks weird to you. If you don't like it, let me know. I think it looks pretty cool. Here we go. The ship is a little bit taller than I would like, but it works, so I don't know. If you look at the bottom corner of my screen, or not bottom corner, but like at the bottom of the hotbar, it says O2 low and it's cold. That means I have oxygen. So this is at least somewhat working. This is an oxygen fan, and the room is depressurized right now. That's why it's looking like this. But once you leave the depressurized room, you get access to the main room. These are seats. You can sit in them, which is pretty cool. If you go up, I don't know how many seats there are. There are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 21 seats on this ship. This ship can seat 21 people. It's got quite a good view. I actually like the view of my space base. It looks pretty neat. Out here you got a view of the desert. It looks pretty cool. If you go up here, we've got the cockpit. There's not much really to show here, but it does look pretty cool. If we open the doors again, we close them. I will show you guys. I didn't make a ladder. I did not do that this time because I'll show you one in a second. It's not very viable, I guess is the right word, to make a ladder this time into the bottom of the ship, simply because I don't know how to explain it. It's weird. It's like the ship, I don't know. I can't really get into it, but there's also not a lot of room. So I guess the best way to get in would be to drop through it. There we go. So yeah, like I said, there's not a lot of room. There's not much I can do, because a little ladder would be going, like the ladder would be placed right here or so that'd be kind of hard to just walk through, especially just to get into here. But there's not much going on. There's a reactor right here, and this is creative mode, so everything has full capability, so the reactor doesn't need uranium to produce anything. It's just making energy on its own. We've got a hydrogen generator right here. It's pretty cool. Now, something I learned about this game is that a very important aspect of it is called PCU. I don't know what that stands for, but if you hit G in creative mode at least, there's a little PCU counter right here. I have used 50,000 PCU on this world. Now, this is a pre-spawned world that came with like a survival starter base, but it was in creative mode. So I don't know how to explain it, but like I think it was like 1,000 PCU was already used on that, but that wasn't much. I have used 50,000 PCU, or 49 if you want to be accurate, I guess. And that was mainly on this. This ship right here is only 6,000 PCU, I believe. So yeah, it's a fairly low-cost ship in the grand scheme of things. I think in multiplayer worlds you get 10,000 PCU, so that's pretty cool, considering that it's, you know, doesn't take up the whole thing. So I'm going to make a copy of this ship, and I'm going to place it. Cool. And the reason I did that is because if you watched my last video, I made a promise. And that promise was that I would crash this ship. And I want to do that, and I already did it once. And I want to do that, and I think I want to do that with all of my ships that I design in the future to show you how safe it would theoretically be, right? Now, I'm going to make a video on this, I think, in the quick tips series, where I show the difference in the durability of light armor and heavy armor blocks. Mainly because I want to show the cost differences, because with heavy armor blocks you get more protection from, you know, missiles and stuff, but light armor blocks, they are lighter and they require less thrust to move into the sky. It's hard to explain, but I want to show you. And also because this is like supposed to be an airplane, I want to show you what I thought was really cool, and that was that at least on the last test, all of the seats survived. So like if you were in one of these seats, you'd be fine. Now if you were a pilot, you'd be screwed, just because of the way I crashed this seat. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put these on, toggle block on, V, 1, 2, we've got all the thrust on, release the parking brake, and we are going to go up into the sky. Now, in my last video, not my last one, a couple of videos ago, I discovered that I needed more gyroscopes depending on the size of my ship to move it with my mouse, and I think I've got a good amount of gyroscopes this time. It looks pretty good. I don't know if I've got the right amount, but you know, we'll figure that out when we come to it. So pretty much, if you look right below us, you can see the wreckage of the old ship. And then if you look, I think right below my screen, you can just kind of see the hole where I crashed it the first time. And that is because, boom, that's pretty cool first of all. But the ship is still functionable after the first crash. We were going at a pretty fast speed. We weren't going super fast, but we were going pretty fast. None of the hydrogen thrusters are damaged, which is pretty neat. On all sides, they are all still functional. Except maybe this one. That's alright though. And like I said, so far at least, only... Oh, the first hydrogen thruster is gone. But only the cockpit suffered real damage. Everyone else would still be alive, which is pretty cool. I like that a lot. So now I'm going to enter the control station. We are going to back out of this hole if it'll let us. Oh wait, the front thrust was damaged, so I don't really think we can back out of this hole. That's quite a shame. Let me see if we can figure a way out of this hole. No, we cannot. That's okay though. I did have another plan for this. Oh, no, there we go. We got out of the hole. But yeah, the front thruster's damaged, which is kind of a shame. So I am going to instead... Wait, hang on. It's going down. Never mind. Hang on. This could still work. This could still work. This is still salvageable. I wanted to do a destruction test, and I crashed it pretty much into the side of a mountain, and we're still good. So what I want to show you next is arguably the most important test, at least in Space Engineers, because in this game you're going to run across quite a few people who want to shoot you, attack you, blow you up, things like that. So right here is a handheld missile launcher. I don't know the difference between these and those turrets I have on my base, but it doesn't matter. What I want to show you instead is how well this ship can hold up against missile launches. So here we go. Without further ado, here is the explosion show, I guess. And I want to blow up the hydrogen portion of this ship. I think that'll be the best way to show how well it holds up. There's going to be a lot of glitching. This mouse picks up everything. It's crazy. But yeah, most of the ship is blowing up, as you can see. I think the best way to get the biggest explosion out of this is to blow up the reactor. So I'll do that real fast. Oh my god. It takes a lot to blow this thing up. It's still going. One thing I gotta... There we go. Never mind. I was gonna compliment on how long it was holding up. But yeah, this ship has been thoroughly destroyed, and I'd say 90% of the seats remain. I think we're missing 4 seats. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. But yeah, that's the end of this video. I kind of stretched it out a little bit, my bad. If you're still here, thank you for watching. I don't know what my next video is going to be, so there's that. But I'm going to start working on it right after this one. I have no clue, but we'll see. Thank you for watching, as always, and I'll see you next time.